The history of mankind in general is the history of ideas. Herbert George Wells, English writer. Ideas become the most marketable commodity on the market. Earning the first million and helping people. How to reconcile this? The International Enactors Program, the unity of students and business. Startups are one of the engines of the modern economy. The number of companies promoted from the ground up is becoming as important indicator of economic development of the state as GDP. However, at the beginning, these firms usually have problems with funding, and often they do not even have their own premises. In the United States, there are called garage firms. Friends and relatives of the author of a certain idea can invest money to the startup. This is called seed investment. Further, the startup funding can be taken by the venture capital fund or business angel. As a result, startup company revenues grow in a short period of time. If funds usually invest in young companies with high risk and high level of profitability, business angels mainly rely on the profits in the long run. However, if investments of friends and relatives are all clear, not every startupper knows where to look for other investors. For that purpose, many kinds of forums and startup competitions exist. One of them is the International Student Program Enactors, which was established over 40 years ago. It has become much more than a regular student organization, even though an international one. I can say it is a unity of academic leaders, business leaders and students who by common efforts and with the help of entrepreneurship are trying to change the world to make it better. Enactors stands for Entrepreneurship in Action, meaning entrepreneurial, the ability to see the existing opportunities and to extract benefits from them. Action, the desire to act, and us, group of people who are linked with some common purpose. Through entrepreneurship program, participants are making progress, looking for creative approaches to many issues of modern humanity. There is no need to go far to find proper ideas for startups. They are based on 17 Millennium Development Goals adopted by the United Nations. One of them is the preservation of the environment and in total the formation of the so-called ecological thinking. That is why many teams encourage our society to make sustainable decisions. This could imply, for example, some enterprises when students using their own marketing plan or different PR actions are trying to make a certain manufacture shop not pollute the atmosphere. Enactors projects could be either commercial or social or the combination of these two properties. The main direction of Enactors today is social entrepreneurship, but no one is willing to solve the global problem immediately. That is why students begin with small things. They develop the idea and look for funding to address the problem within their own country. And it is very gratifying that many countries of the former Soviet Union have also taken the benchmark for these social projects. That is the problem of unemployment, the problem of clean water, the problem of single mothers, meaning the large social projects that are supported, and within those social groups of people, our students carry out projects that help either from the financial side or social and infrastructure side to improve the life of ordinary population. Any university may nominate a team to participate in Enactors. The team, which participates in the program, can develop 7 to 8 ideas at once, each headed by a separate implementation project manager. 1 to 2 ideas from the total number could turn out to be successful. These ideas the team will further present during the competition. In some foreign universities, Enactors is a special course in the curriculum because it implies the development of the student entrepreneurship, and if talking about the studies, the methodological part, this practice can be tested for decades and proven that many foreign countries which have Enactors among the elective courses in universities consequently have stronger teams. Some European and American teams represent a large business organization with the participation of 300 to 500 people. In the US, all Enactus teams are legal entities, companies that work closely with investors. Education in the framework of the program is being paid by the company, and students visit the team office as if it is a job and sometimes even get paid for it. If here in Kazakhstan, freshman students are usually 17 years old and they usually graduate in the age of 20 to 21, in the European countries, in the US, or for example in Brazil and Argentina, people become students of the university only after they have earned money for their studying. That is why there the middle age of freshmen varies from 29 to 34 years. Every age has its own advantage during the competition. The more experienced competitors can deeply analyze the situation, whereas the younger ones are able to nominate an unexpected idea which no one has heard of before. For many, it is very surprising that such good guys come and help someone to start their own business. Well, it is actually so. We teach students not only to be philanthropists and cultivate dependency in the society, but to give people a fishing rod, giving the skills, tools and practical knowledge, be it business skills, marketing skills or even the knowledge of business English, etc. Basically, they are taught to give something that a certain person is lacking at the moment. Participation in the program opens leadership skills among the young people, teaches them to be active and not afraid to make decisions. For large companies, participants of Enactus represent a talent pool. Many students get job offers during their participation in the program. Projects that simultaneously bring money to the owner and are useful for the client are increasingly gaining popularity worldwide. Leach Bask and her husband, Sam Flynn, have thought about starting their own business when once in a cold autumn night in 2008 they turned out to be out of dog food. None of them wanted to go to the store and the couple thought that they were ready to send someone else for food and pay for it. Then they had the idea to create a website that would help neighbors to solve everyday problems. After a while, TaskRabbit website was launched, which is essentially an online labor market for unskilled workers. Anyone can register online, offer a service and the price for it. Today, nearly 4,000 website users perform more than 3,000 orders monthly. The workers do their best. They collect furniture, clean apartments and even take a place in queues for new gadgets. This website also provides an alternative way of earnings during the periods of unemployment. To some performers, orders bring up to $5,000 per month. The site in turn receives a percentage from each transaction. How do the members of Enactus help Nigerian farmers earn, and what projects will be presented by Kazakhstani students at the competition in Toronto? Every Enactus member team develops its own project or several projects at a time. This process is led by tutors, professors, and business advisors consult the students. Annually, regional contests are being held among participating teams worldwide. The winners of the national stages meet at the Enactus World Cup. The last year such competition was held in Johannesburg. In 2015, 70,000 students from 1,700 universities from 36 countries participated in the Enactus program. This occasion is being supported by more than 550 multinational corporations, and people towards whom the project of the participants are directed live in 117 countries. The attention of the Association of European Students is focused on people living on the African continent. For example, a project was developed for farmers in Nigeria, South Africa and Zimbabwe who intended the spread of mobile sales. This managed to get rid of a large number of intermediaries. Buyers began receiving rice at a lower price and the farmers earning more. Each country has received more than $1 million. There are other examples of successful successful application of projects. Students are also striving to solve the problem of unemployment in Africa. Many small enterprises which were created by the students from Great Britain, the Netherlands, France and the US in the African states are devoted to satisfy the people's needs in the most necessary products with the least expenses. So they are trying to create production itself, which is necessary for people in need. The Enactors program appeared in Kazakhstan in 1995. During 20 years of its existence, the number of participating student teams has increased significantly. In 2008, the competition was attended by only 15 universities. This number today is 50. During 2014-2015 academic year, in the frameworks of Enactors program, students have implemented 93 projects, thereby creating 1,557 jobs. This year, the Enactors Kazakhstan National Expo 2016 National Competition of Student Businesses, 72 implemented projects were presented. Development of student initiatives in the region is another task of the organizers of Enactors in Kazakhstan. In 2015, in the final contest, projects of teams from Almaty, Karaganda, Pavlodar and Semey were presented. The team from the Kazakh State Law University in Astana has won. The students from the capital have decided to help elderly women to earn additional income. We know that the older generation is able to sew, so we thought, why not to integrate this hobby into business? We created a special website for them with an additional online shop. There we posted ready-made things from our grannies, such as hats and socks for babies and other knitwear clothes. A mandatory requirement for each project, it should work and bring real benefits. For the competition, teams should prepare a video presentation, the annual report on the activities of the project and defend it in front of the jury. Business partners are helping to achieve good results. For the recent years, we can see the growing attention from the business side. One of the first companies supported Enactors in Kazakhstan was KPMG Company, which is actually our biggest partner worldwide and the main sponsor of the World Cup. The support of KPMG is not only the finances, but also mentoring, advising, tutoring and other assistance upon students' projects. At this year's competition, people were discussing how to feed the population of Kazakhstan. Several dozens of student projects were trying to answer this question at a time. In the end, the representatives of Pavlodar State University, named after Toray Gurov, has won the competition. The team has brought 4 different projects which are being successfully implemented. This is the Alau project, which emphasizes the ecology of glass recycling. Project Food Go, food delivery. This is also a social project, Overcoming, and a business accelerator project, Startup Academy. Each project addresses a specific social problem. The Alau project helps to create souvenirs from waste. Food Delivery project is helping small businesses of catering to sell their products. The project about Overcoming is to promote business initiatives of people with disabilities. The Business Accelerator project allows young people make fewer mistakes when doing business. Our projects have shown that if we have started from small rates, now they're quite bigger. There is a significant growth in our results. Profit has increased, awareness has increased. Our beneficiaries now can work without our assistance, and we can see them getting involved in business independently with further growth and development. The winning team of the Republican contest will represent Kazakhstan in October in Toronto, Canada. The jury noted that the level of Kazakhstan team projects is growing and it increases their chances to win the World Cup. The organizers also stressed that Kazakhstan's experience is being actively used to promote the programs in other countries. Until 2020, Enactors plans to involve another 20 countries to the program.